All right, welcome back to the channel. We're going to see what we can come up with today. We're doing shit. All right, you got me live, not really live. But anyway, we got the air-conditioned gearbox, which is Metro Aviation. This is on the EC135 helicopters. And we're going to go over something that we haven't talked about recently, or ever. The 12-month inspection requires you to look at this. Don't break it. So to put the lead out front, we're going to tell you right now, look at this. This is the air conditioner gearbox. It's right on top of the transmission of the EC135. They want you to take out the vent, and then they want you to take out the reducer, and then look inside for the oil, okay? If you take out the vent with the wrong tool, you're going to break it, just like this. Oh, dang. Hey, quick edit right here. The part number for the vent is part number 10985 kilo 51. So if you break it, you're going to need to order one, and it's going to come from Metro. All right, thanks. Anyway, just take out the reducer with the vent and look inside. That's the lead. But we're going to go over that, and we're going to go over how to find it and why we're going to inspect this and where to find that as well. All right, let's roll. So if you go to Metro Aviation's website, you should have a login already. If you don't, you should if you're working on these machines. Anyway, up here on the left, they got the 3 lines. They call those 3 lines a hamburger. Why? Speaking of hamburgers, do you remember Burger Time? If you remember Burger Time, comment in the comment section. I remember Burger Time. Dude, that was like 1985. Man, if you remember Burger Time, you're old school like me. We're ancient, right? I was playing Burger Time, but I was playing Burger Time on Atari. Anyhow, back to the show. Sorry for the tangent. All right, back to the website. Hit the hamburger. What do you do after that? It takes you to this page right here. Second one down, document portal. Hit that. Takes you to this page. Scroll down. You go down to the air conditioning system, which is an SEC or whatever, and then you go to direct drive. Then you go to the equipment maintenance manual, also called the EMM. I'm going to say EMM from now on. Hit that. Then when you go to the chapter you want to go to right now for inspections is chapter 5. So all that other stuff right there, go to chapter 5. Once you go to chapter 5 and click that, scroll down just a little bit because we're still on the index, right? Where's it? Where's it now? Oh, there it is. Chapter 05-21-006-4, which is the 12-month inspection, which is where it wants you to talk about the air-conditioned gearbox and the inspection. A bunch of other stuff, but we're just going over the gearbox. There's no quick links because Metro is great. Like, their website is amazing. So what do? You just scroll, and you scroll, and you scroll until you go all the way down to this chapter right here, 6-4. I'm sorry, paragraph 6-4, which is the 12-month inspection, and there's a bunch of stuff in there. But what matters right now on this video is the compressor gearbox. So you go here, they want you to look at a bunch of stuff. But on the bottom it says, check gearbox grease for condition and quantity in accordance with section 2122-01 3-4. That's in a different place. So now we got to go figure out where that is, okay? This is for you new guys. Well, I was a new guy. I was the same guy. No worries. So what do? Hold on. All right. So same place. You go to EC135. You go to air conditioning. You go to direct drive. Direct drive. You go to the EMM. Then you go scroll down all those things. Chapter 21, part 2. Not part 1. Part 1 is the description. Part 2 is the inspections. So you go there. Scroll down at the top, which is the index, and it's the same as before, right? Same chapter. 2122-003-4, which is the inspection of the gearbox, which is a bunch of stuff. But all we're going to go over is inspecting the oil that's in the gearbox and how you do that. All right? So if you find it in the index, that's fantastic. And then you're going to scroll all the way down. Just scroll like 3/4 of the way down to find the section that you want to find. And then you're like, okay, cool. It's right here. Fantastic. Servicing of the compressor gearbox. Oh, I'm sorry. The other one was the inspection of the compressor gearbox. This one's servicing. Go to servicing, which is 3-4. Important note, what do you need to service it? Well, you need the gearbox grease, which is lubriplate 5555. And you also need pipe, thread, sealer. Okay. Mainly you need the grease. Okay, quick Google search. I don't know, Google lubriplate 45s. Fantastic. This is the jar we have. Little container. It's like 10 or 15 or 20 years service life or shelf life. Forever. Anyway, what does it say? It says lubriplate number 5555 is an anhydrous calcium semi-fluid, mild extreme pressure, water repellent fluid lubricant designed for a wide variety of applications. Fantastic. And that's what you need. If you don't have that, you're hosed. Next. Oh, C section 212201 blah blah for instructions for gaining access to the gearbox. Right. Thank you. Service the gearbox. Remove the vent and reducer from the gearbox assembly. That sounds reasonable, right? First step, remove the vent with a box or socket wrench. Caution, an open-end wrench will damage the vent. Ask me how I know. Oh, and so does Jonathan, and that's why I'm making this video. And then you broke the top of the vent off with the spring and the check valve, and you got problems. Fantastic. Next, they say, remove the reducer. All right, that's easy. There's the reducer. Big old pipe fitting, right? Well, how about you do this? You just remove the entire assembly, the vent and the reducer at the same time, and proceed with the inspection instead of just the vent, because that would just make sense, right? Next. Oh, I can't barely read that. Check that the grease level is 1.25 inch. Oh, I'm sorry, 1.25 to 1.5 inches from the top of the gearbox or between the center of the top of the output shaft. Oh. Okay, you make it easy. What's it say? Oh, check that the grease level. Check the grease level after the gearbox has been running so it's hot, so everything settles. Fantastic. I'll make sure I do that. So, you remove the reducer and the vent as one assembly or not. That's up to you. Top of the gearbox to the oil level, 1.25 to 1.5 inches. There it is. And usually it's pretty yellow, sometimes gray. It comes out of the new quart as it's like white. It's almost white. Okay. The color on this one is normal. Anyway, you slap it together according to the maintenance manual. Not complicated. Don't use a box end wrench. I'm sorry, don't use an open end wrench. All right, all that's fine. Side note, we're going to go through the drawings to talk about the air conditioner, gearbox. Okay, same thing. You go to EC135. You go to direct drive. The other one, which isn't the direct drive, which is the, what do they call it? The flex drive shaft, which has been, Metro no longer supports that. So if you have the flex drive, like half of our aircraft do, you're going to need to upgrade to this because Metro, like I said, no longer supports the flex drive. Anyway, let's go to the drawings. So you go to equipment maintenance manual. You go down to, wait. Installation drawings. There it is. Direct drive. Scroll down to compressor gearbox install. This right here is the, I don't want to say newer style because it came out like 15 or 20 years ago. Not newer, but it's the compressor and the gearbox are attached together, and then you have hoses that go back to the rest of the system. Anyway, that's it for the video. I made this because I had this problem 18 years ago, and now I have new guys with the same problem. You don't need to take out the vent. Just take out the reducer with the vent and look inside. We used to do it every 100 hours. Now we do it, well, Metro says every 12 months. So right now it is on our 500-hour, 12-month inspection. Fantastic. Easy. That's pretty much it. Hopefully this video will only be like 8 minutes. And honestly, there's probably going to be about 200 views in the next month, which is cool. Like because this is super niche video, rad. I'm cool with that. I have a quick survey for the people who are still here, which is probably 12 of you. 3 questions. Have you ever heard of Bitcoin? Do you know what Bitcoin is? Do you own any Bitcoin? I know that's out there, and I'll probably lose about 100 subscribers, which is fine. You know, whatever, dude. I'm here to help my guys out, and I'm concerned about their retirement, and that's why I bring it up. So anyway, but more importantly, if you know somebody who's about to do this job, send them the link to this video so you won't be holding broken vent in your hand. All right. Appreciate you guys tuning into the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. All right. Later.